Meet you outside." She handed me a 20 and scooted off. "Too much," I began, but Angela was gone. I joined her minutes later. A gentle June breeze wafted past us, carrying the fragrance of flowers in bloom and newly cut grass. The sky above was a lovely shade of blue, but all this was lost on Angela. We walked back to the library in silence, which was pretty unusual for us since we were both rather chatty, and Angela loved to talk about her wedding, sometimes too much. But she was in an unusually negative mood. Maybe this was wedding jitters. I doubted she had any doubts about marrying Steve, whom she loved with all her heart. But a wedding and all that it involved was a major event. "And he's flying here on Thursday," Angela said, as if we were in the middle of a conversation. "I really could do without his presence in the house." Angela's brother, a movie producer of sorts, lived in California. Angela had confided to me that he'd tormented her when they were growing up, and she wanted to have as little to do with him as possible. "Why don't you stay in your new condo? It's practically in move-in condition, isn't it?" "It is," Angela said. "And I could, but Mom would be so disappointed. She keeps talking about how this is the last time we'll be together as a family." I wrapped my arms around her. "Ange, all this anxiety will be over and done within a few weeks' time." She lowered her head to nestle in the crook of my neck. "I know, but I so wanted this to be a special time, one I will always remember." "I'll round up the girls and we'll find a new place for your shower." Angela smiled for the first time since she'd received that phone call. "If anyone can fix this, it's you, Carrie Singleton." Smoky Joe, his bushy tail held high, was waiting for me as we entered the library's back entrance that opened from the parking lot. Smoky Joe was the library cat, technically my cat since he'd lived with me ever since one autumn morning when he'd made his way to my cottage from the farm on the other side of the woods. I bent down to pet his gray flank. "Hungry?" He meowed and set off for my office, certain that I'd follow him. I hugged Angela. "Try not to let this get you down. I promise we will find a new place for your bridal shower." She answered me with a nod. As the Clover Ridge Library's head of programs and events, I had my own office, large enough for my desk and the one shared by my two part-time assistants, Trish Templeton and Susan Roberts, who were never here at the same time. Trish waved to me as I entered the office, barely looking up from her computer. She was short and round with rosy cheeks and was as efficient as anyone could wish for an assistant to be. When she finished what she was doing, she said, "I was just shooting off program applications to 2 applicants that sounded promising. One is a craftsy person who would like to do a program on fall decorations. The other is a home decorator who wants to do a program on sprucing up your home without spending big bucks." I fed Smoky Joe, sank back into my chair, and let out a big sigh, which must have made Trish think I was disappointed in her, because she said, "Is there a problem? You told me to use my judgment when possible presenters call or email and you're not here." I waved my hand. "Sorry, Trish. They sound fine. I'm upset. The restaurant where we were supposed to be holding Angela's bridal shower had a fire. We need to find a new place, and fast." "Oh, no! I'll start calling restaurants," Trish said. "And I'm off to talk to Sally, Fran, and Marion, see if they have any ideas." My first stop was Sally's office. Sally was our library's director and my boss. She was shocked to hear what had happened. Shocked, but unable to come up with a viable alternative. "Sorry, Carrie, I can't offer our home. Bob invited a few of his friends over to swim in our pool on Saturday." "Not to worry," I said. "We'll find something." But Fran and Marion weren't able to offer their homes either. Back at my office, I emailed my 3 co-hostesses. "No luck so far, but Trish is still calling restaurants. I think we have to notify the bridal shower guests re the cancellation and